Okay. Get some of that homemade pizza. Hey, what? Homemade pizza. Woo! All right. We will munch on this shortly. All right. Now, let's not fall off here. Okay. At least we got pipes all the way back now. That's good. What happened? I didn't have the metal pipes I need. And this game is beautiful. Whew. My lord. I gotta admit, it'd be kind of funny if you took damage if you slammed into things coming out of these pipes. Let's talk about it? No, let's not talk about it. Thanks. Show pizza, please. Ah, yes. You have a really long pipe there? Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that you guys are admiring the length of my pipe. Thanks. Makes me feel good. Yeah. Okay, Silcor, I will say that I do understand what you were asking because I just showed the pizza. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to process that request. At least not on this website. Yes. Let's go ahead and hurt. Oh god. Oh, is this my life now? All right, there we go. Okay, we are. Wait, what? Okay, what else do we need? What else do we need? Let's actually check for once. All right, we're gonna need a lot of. We could probably go ahead and get some more of that. I don't really need these reinforced plates right now. At least not as many as I have. Are these backed up reinforced plates? Wow, they are. Okay, let's drop off those. We'll get another couple hundred of the carbon, or excuse me, not carbon. Copper sheeting. This is called copper sheets. Copper sheets. All right. All right, we should be good to hopefully make a big chunk of this now. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. Gotta admit, I really like these Hypertubes. This game is addicting. Dude, this game is super addicting. This game is just really good, period. Yeah, it's really good. Playing Ghost of Tsushima, pretty amazing so far, dude. Oh, hell yeah, man. Dude, I loved my time in Ghost of Tsushima. Yep. Wow, your factory is really nice. Oh, my lord. Please don't say that. What you're looking at right now is a physical representation of me learning the mechanics of this game. This is not a nice factory. This is a learning experience in physical form. There are so many things I could do about 1,000 times better. I'm already really looking forward to our next factory because I have learned so many things that I'm going to do differently. Oh, it's going to be good. Think about what you forgot? Oh no, don't say that. What'd I forget? I got wire. I've got concrete. I've got it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Bye, Cohh, for today. Just wanted to wish you and your beautiful family a good weekend. Well, thank you, dude. That's nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the parachute, maybe? But I can't make a parachute yet, so yeah. Mortarbound. I don't know who that is, but that sounds fun. Yeah, I'm due to check out other factories at some point, but I'm gonna wait until I'm kind of like done learning. Like I've got a factory concept in mind now that I really want to implement, and it's a multi-floor design that basically relegates each floor to a specific tier, and then a section of the factory is basically designed just to move tiered products between the floors, and then like an output wall. And I've got so many ideas that I want to do. So many ideas. But I'm not really, I think I'm going to save that for the next kind of like big update that we play through the game. And then start it over from scratch with that in mind. Make like a pre-base simply there to move us through the early game tiers. And then when we start getting to the more advanced stuff, we'll immediately start making like the factory proper. Yeah. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. Learn how to angle tubes better? Yeah, I need to figure that out exactly. I can angle conveyor belts just fine, but tubes I have not yet mastered. Okay, let's try this. So we're gonna put it in the middle first. And then there we go. Can we angle this down? Maybe it'll auto angle when we complete it. Okay, so we put this first. Yeah. I can go back and change all the stuff we've already done with this too, so. Do a loop-de-loop? Nice. Yeah, this will go back straight again. But the curves are also something I need to get better at. So let's try to do like a proper curve here. If we do it right on the panel junctions, I don't think that does it, right? Oh, well, it doesn't look bad. But I feel like there's a better way to do that. I feel like there's a more rounded way to do that. Maybe a different type of tube. Oh, a noodle looks like it'll do it. Yeah, noodle. Just noodle it. That's it. Awesome. Perfect. That's easy as pie. All right, great. Great. Put it back in conveyor. Awesome. And they really make this system easy. Do I want to angle this one already? Can't afford. Oh, wow, I'm already out of the copper sheets? Oh, jeez. All right, well. We brought a huge amount of that with us, so. Then again, we have been doing a huge amount of this stuff, so. That's cool. No, but no, we definitely loaded up on copper sheets. We did. We just used a bunch of it. Yeah. But we definitely loaded up on it. Have you seen the new game on Steam called Succubus? No, I haven't. No. Hey, Cohh, you've probably already talked about it, but if you weren't working in this universe of entertainment content creation, what would you be doing? Well, I did leave my job in IT for this technically, so probably be doing IT stuff. Yeah, probably be doing IT stuff. Oh man, that piece is good. Whew. When will I play Fall Guys? Just a little bit. Probably gonna finish up this tube first. Bruce M says, "Didn't you work with SharePoint a lot back in the day?" No, actually, I left the company that I was at when SharePoint was going to be a thing. So basically, I worked IT for many years, and the last couple years, there was a lot of like managerial politics that were really, really rubbing me the wrong way. And I'd been there for a long time, and I had made a few waves, and my manager's manager approached me and was like, "Hey, we want to promote you to like this big new project. You know, you've been here a long time, and we want to put you in charge of something." And basically, what they were going to do is this was a big educational research company tied to a major university, and what he offered me was to basically run the team that would be implementing SharePoint for the entire organization. So, and they also wanted a 10-year commitment that I would be at the company for 10 years if I took it. Then the next day, my direct manager actually offered me another promotion to run what was called the desktop team, or to join the desktop team and do that kind of stuff. Which was a lot more enticing to me because that was a lot more interesting to me. So I went home and, you know, I told my wife about it. We talked it over and stuff. And they wanted like a 5-year commitment. They wanted another multi-year commitment. And I came in the third day and I had a meeting scheduled with my manager's manager about the SharePoint thing. And I walked in and I put in my 2-week notice. I left the company. And that's when I decided to go back to school. And I went back to school, took online courses. And during that time is when I found Twitch. And the rest is history. Yep. That's how it went. So yeah, I realized, like, IT is a good field, and there's no question that it's you know, it would have been very stable, but at the same time, it's not what I wanted to do with my life. It's not what I wanted to do for 10 years of my life. It's not what that wasn't my place. It wasn't what I wanted to do. So took a big risk and took all my savings at that point, and yeah, went back to school. That's what I did. Oh, and at the time, I don't think she was my wife. Yeah. Calyx Storm here. Thank you. Thank you. What'd I leave to study? At the time, I left and I went to an online school called, well, it was an online course at a school called Full Sail for game development, because that's what I wanted to do. And I had a really strong game that I wanted to put out at the time, and I wanted to learn how to do that. So during the course of Full Sail, not only did I find Twitch, but I also learned that Full Sail is a good school for specific reasons, but it wasn't the best school for what I wanted from it. So I did not end up finishing my time at Full Sail. I actually left relatively early when I kind of realized that what I was doing, what I wanted to do, was not really in line with what they were offering at the time. But yeah, that's how that all worked. I need elevator music when traveling via the tube. Yes, that would be amazing. Yes. I'm glad it worked out for you. Not everyone gets to be so lucky and disciplined to study. Oh, absolutely, dude. You're telling me. Like, things, looking back, like, there's no question that the dominoes definitely fell. Like, it was good. I like how you recognize it as a big risk and don't sugarcoat it. Nowadays, pretty much half of the kiddos want to be either an influencer or a streamer, and it's way harder than they expect. Oh yeah, dude. It was a huge risk. It was a huge risk. There's no question. And it could have ended completely differently. In fact, another little bit of lore here. When I first started on Twitch, I basically relied on luck. I said, I'm going to stream as many hours as I want, and I'm going to do whatever I want, and I'm going to get successful on Twitch. And I streamed on Twitch for 3 months, and I failed Twitch. I 100%, I screwed it up. I failed it. And I basically had to make the very tough decision of either going to get a job or completely reinventing everything I was doing and putting a lot more work into it. So I ended up taking the latter option, and now I am where I am. But it's really interesting because, you know, a lot of times I hear people these days say, man, you know, Twitch is all about luck. You just got to get lucky. And it's like, well, as somebody who tried to just got lucky and completely failed, and then put in hundreds of hours of work and got to where I am now, I can tell you that, sure, luck is a factor, but you can also very much make your own opportunities. And I'll never, you know, when I started on Twitch, the first week I streamed on Twitch, I had people tell me when I started, Twitch is way too big. It's already passed you by. No one's going to get famous anymore. Twitch is so saturated with people. Don't even bother trying to get big on Twitch because there's already all the big people, and the big fish are just going to get bigger and you're never going to get anywhere. I had people tell me that the first week of my stream 7 years ago. And now I hear people saying that these days, and it's just like, you know what that is? That's an excuse. That's an excuse people tell themselves when they fail. Is, oh, there's too many people streaming and you can't get famous on Twitch anymore. There's too much competition. We call that an excuse. That's all it is. So, I mean, anytime I hear people say that, I'm just kind of like, who hurt you? Like that's, you can always make it if you really work hard and get there. Now, here's the thing. It is important to mention, just like sports, just like acting, just like a lot of professions, primarily in the entertainment industry, there will be people that just don't make it. That's a reality of life. There will be people that for some reason or another, other people just don't want to watch. That happens. And you can be doing everything perfectly and working your ass off, and some people just won't make it. I wish I could say otherwise, but that's life. That's how it works. But there are also people who will try to just be successful and fail, and could go back and put in the time, work, and effort to become successful. That's what I did. I know it happens. That's what can happen. So it's really weird, man. It's never like an either or situation. And there's definitely times when you can just put in a lot more work and possibly make something out of nothing. So yeah, it's really wild because there's been a lot of stuff going around on Twitter lately about becoming successful on Twitch. And yes, it's rare, and yes, it's hard, and yes, some people never will make it. But there absolutely is room to make it on Twitch right now. There are opportunities all the time that people can capitalize on, all the time. And it's true. Oh, and Picking Up Fight says that's not an excuse. Saturation of markets is a thing. Hard work is the baseline for this. You need to put in 60 plus hours of work, but capitalism works by constantly expanding. If the whole mass slows down in an expansion, it's individual parts that are going too slow. Once the market is divided, it can be redivided again, but there's a much more brutal advance for struggling for viewership or power in geopolitics. Well, Picking a Fight, the thing is, you're right, first of all, that there's a lot of truth in what you're saying. But on that note, there's also more opportunities on Twitch than there ever have been. So, I mean, back in the day, you know, I had to get lucky and wait for major indie releases to blow up on Twitch or major games to come out that people actually wanted to watch. And these days, There are so many more games like that than there used to be. Like, just coming from somebody who makes it a living to look for these opportunities. We call them positioning opportunities. At least I do. There are so many more opportunities like that these days. So many more. Now with the introduction of IRL, with the introduction of all the different ways that you can broadcast on Twitch, there are so many new and interesting ways to position your channel effectively. But again, and it's important for me to mention this, you know, I'm one of the people that preaches where you need to properly get your foundation down before you really start to take advantage of those opportunities. I'm not talking about the people that are streaming to 0 to 5 viewers. If you really want to succeed on Twitch and you're streaming to 0 to 5 viewers, you need to turn your stream off and you have more groundwork and foundational work to do, because that's never going to get you one of these opportunities. You know, there's a lot more that goes into this than just the basic positioning, the basic aspects of all this stuff that we're talking about now. So yeah, it's I'm sorry, I can talk about this for hours. I realize I'm kind of like going off on tangents right now, but I'm in noodle mode. It's fine. I'm on flat area, so it's fine. Work smarter, not harder, dude. Absolutely. That's a testament to streaming, is working smarter, not harder. Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I failed. I was streaming 16 hours a day for months. I was trying to brute force Twitch. You guys have heard of the hacking method, brute forcing? I was trying to do that with Twitch success. I lost weight. I wasn't sleeping well. I was doing everything I could to succeed on Twitch, and I failed miserably. And then I took my stream down. I did a whole bunch of research. I changed up my stream. I found a niche, and I went into that niche, and like I made all sorts of changes, and those were why I became successful. Those were the only reason I became successful, because I didn't cut it doing it my way. No, I didn't cut it. I tried to rely on luck, and I failed. So yeah. So that's how that was, man. and it's really unfortunate, because I see a lot of people, like, the thing that makes me most, not frustrated, but the things that I kind of empathize with the most are when I see people that talk about, I've been streaming for 5 years on Twitch. I've been streaming for 6 years, 7 years on Twitch, and I only have 10 viewers, and I work my ass off. And the thing that makes me empathize with that is, that's where I was after 3 months. I was in that person's shoes, except instead of just keeping doing the same thing for the next 5+ years, I realized I had to reinvent my channel, and that's what I did, and that's why I was successful. So the thing that drives me crazy is when people think I'm doing the same thing over and over, I'm getting the exact same result, but I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to keep trying to brute force it, doing exactly what I'm doing, not being successful, and expecting success to come my way. That's not how it works. That's a recipe for failure. And it's super unfortunate, because like you see, like, a lot of times streamers that have been doing it for years and years and years and years, and they complain about not being successful. And it's like, you're not changing anything. You're not doing anything. Of course you're not going to get more successful. If you've been doing it for 4 years and nothing's changed, change something, you know? Like, please, for both of our sakes, I want these people to be successful. But yeah, it's so unfortunate to see that, dude. And then the worst part is, you'll see these people be like, yeah, I've wasted so much time on Twitch. And it's like, you know it didn't work after the first year. You know it didn't work after the second year. You know it didn't work after the third year. And now you're talking about being on your 5th year. Like, come on, dude. I want you to be successful. You gotta do something. You have to change this up. But yeah, some people do. I've seen streamers stream for multiple years, like doing the best they could, and then they get to a point where they're like, this isn't working and I need to change it. I need to shake things up. And I've seen those shakeups and I've seen them work. So it's like, it absolutely can work. It absolutely can work. I mean, hell, there's a super talented, good dude. He's a member of our community. I'm gonna go ahead and call him out here. His name is DJTechLive. He has been streaming for years. And he's had good success. He's had good success. But he's not happy with his success. He wants more success. And what has he been working on for the last multiple months? He's doing a full ground up change of his channel. He is reinventing his branding. He's reinventing his name. He's doing new connection stuff. He has been working his ass off for a reinvention of his channel. And when that works for him, it's going to be like, there you go, dude. Like he's a super talented guy, and he's doing exactly what I recommend to people. Like I can see this for him working, and I can see what he's doing and putting on all this work that he's putting into it, being the catalyst for that success. So, wait. Do I need more of anything else? But anyway, yeah, stuff like that, man. Like, and it may not work. Let's be honest. It may not work. But I think he's the kind of guy where if it doesn't work, then he'll just go back to the drawing board and try again. So, yeah. You know, but just making the effort, dude. Just the fact that he's like working and making that effort. That's what separates the people that are potentially going to be super successful and the people that are just going to kind of not do what they need to do to get there. So yeah, man, I hope for nothing but the best for him, dude. He's a great guy. His head's in the right place, and I really do hope it works out for him. It might not, but he's doing his best, man, and that's all we can say. It's the kind of thing where he's going to go to bed feeling good at night, you know, because he knows that he's really put in the time. So yeah, got nothing but good vibes for the dude. My lord, the tangents today are real, huh? Whew. Meanwhile, there's like that that sizable portion of people watching that are just like, will you please shut up and play the game? I feel you. I feel you. Oh my lord. No, and real quick, I'm sorry. I saw something in chat though. I have to say this. None of what I'm saying right now trumps being responsible with your money. If you have people that depend on you, if you have bills to pay, I would never, ever, in 1,000 years, ever recommend you quit a stable job and start streaming if you aren't already successful. You know to quit your job quit your job for streaming when streaming is already paying your bills and more. When streaming is paying your bills and giving you about 30% extra to put into retirement, to put into insurance, when streaming is making that money, then you consider quitting your job. For the love of God, dude, I have seen so many people quit their job for streaming. It never ends well. It never ends well. Do not do that ever. I cannot stress that, underline, bold it, italicize it enough. You never quit your job to start streaming, ever. Make it a passion. Make your stream fit your life. Stay up a little bit later so you can responsibly do your job and put the hours into streaming. Like, yeah, work hard for it, but don't be irresponsible about it. Don't be irresponsible about it. The story I have there is, early when I was streaming, there was a guy that had a really great job in the education industry. He had a really good position there, and his stream started getting a little bit of success, so he left his job at this university to start streaming. And cut to 1.5 years later, he's not able to pay his bills anymore with streaming. He goes back to his great teaching job, and they're just like, oh no, we filled that position. We can offer you a position at half the pay, at half the hours. You want that? And it's just like, oh, dude. Like now he had to move out of his current apartment because he couldn't afford it anymore. I think he actually ended up moving back in with his parents, and he was early 30s because he couldn't afford to live on his own. Like it was a mess. So that was one of the examples I give. Like, just don't do that, man. Just don't do that. Never even if you get success on Twitch, don't like immediately quit your job. Like give it half a year. Like give it time. Make sure it's something that's going to last. Because I hate to say it, not all success lasts on Twitch. I've seen it happen over and over. Some people have like a really good month, and then they just don't do any more positioning. They aren't able to keep up the momentum. It happens. It happens. So yeah, you got to give it time. You got to make sure it's really going to work for you. It really sucks. But yeah, it's reality, dude. You gotta be, I mean, if there's one thing you really need to focus on, If you're ever planning on going into streaming, it's having a firm grasp of reality while you do it. Because reality, it'll get you. It'll flip you. It'll flip you for real. It'll flip you right up. Yes, it will. It'll flip you good. Okay. Oh my God, we did it. We actually finished this Hypertube network. We now have Hypertubes from our base to like literally the ocean or wherever the hell we are here. My Lord, dude. Let's see here. We now have Hypertubes all the way from here to here. Jesus, man. Woo! Thanks, chat. I appreciate it. My Lord. All right. And with that, we're good. All right, guys. This has been fun, satisfactorying today. I'm gonna be honest here, and Red, feel free to include this on the YouTube thing. So, I've had a really good time with Satisfactory. This game is amazing. It's already one that I can tell I'm going to be coming back to. I might at this stage save the stuff I haven't done for another playthrough. I think like I'm kind of interested in playing No Man's Sky, and I think I may start doing that maybe tomorrow and Monday. I think I'm to the point where I know I so badly want to like redo everything, but I also want to save that for our next big run. So I think that might be rounding up our Satisfactory run for now. It is a sandbox. There's the only thing I can do is work through the tiers, and I do want to save like a good amount for our next big run. So, yeah, I think you might do that. So coming up on the channel, I'm probably going to be dabbling in No Man's Sky, maybe starting that tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some cozy Satisfactory. That could be a great cozy game, but I do want to wrap up with Anno and No Man's Sky and stuff like that. Also, we've got Other Side and Destroy All Humans early next week. So we got a bunch to do. We got a bunch to do. Yakuza 6 is coming down the pipeline. Grounded is coming down the pipeline. Oh man, we got a lot. We got a lot going on. Anyway, dudes, what we're gonna do now is I'm not done today. We're gonna switch over and play some Fall Guys here. Dude, why does my Twitch keep logging out? What is going on here? This is like the third time today I've had to log into Twitch. This is weird. Normally it's really good about this. Huh. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, get your 2FA on, boys. Activate 2FA. Be a bro, 2FA.